you saw the previous video on this car, we had loose rockers. We pulled them out, put the push rod where it belonged, found a bent push rod. Everything was loose. And now we have valves hitting the pistons. So what we're doing today is take all this top end off, pull the heads, and see exactly what's going on in there. Hopefully I have a bent valve due to the installation of the rocker arms and the push rods. Worst case scenario, they did a timing chain, which I can't tell if they did. It doesn't look like it, but we'll find out as I tear more into it. And it's out of time. That can happen. But hopefully that's not the case, and it's just some issues with the valve being bent from the installation errors. So let's go ahead and tear this apart and go from there. Let's see what we find. Okay, so here's our problem. Got Bluetooth valves now. And this has been broken for a while, it looks like. It's all rusty. So there's our problem. Right there. But everything else looks fine. I'll check timing on it because it looks like that was done too. It's got a new gasket right there. So I guess I'll pull that timing cover off too and make sure that's in time and done correctly. Alright, so I got the engine. I'm going to start tearing this down tomorrow. 3100 out of that 05 Century. It's got good compression. It's all tore down. These are the 3400 heads I have for it. Top end's going on that. 3400 top end on that 3400 top end on the 3100. Sorry. I got all cleaned up. It's just drying right now. So hopefully tomorrow I have these on there. We'll see how far I can get. And I gotta borrow the manifold to plumb off this thing for now until I get another one. Alright, so we got the engine on the crane right now. I'm going to drain the oil real quick out of this. And then I'm going to take the bolts out of the torque converter, start taking out the accessories, unbolt the transmission, get this on the stand, and start disassembling the heads and the whole top end, clean it up, put the top end from the 3400s over there. Onto here, all new gaskets, lifters, the whole 9 yards, and then drop it into the Grand Prix. Alright, let's get this bad boy in there. Let's see, what should I start? Anything else? No. Starter's completely ready to come off here. Alright, there's my bell housing bolts right there. I mean my, shit, no it's not. Gotta take this over here off. Get this dust cover off here. Okay. Now it's got to turn the engine. They do it by hand or not? Probably not. You know what, I'm not even going to do it by hand. Let's do it with the breaker bar user. This is definitely. Let me do a camera size, I think it is. Definitely not that size. Just this size. Okay. No, it's not that size either. It's too big. This one off. Okay. All right. Here's one. Get an angle in there. Let's see if I got that size here. I can't remember which one is it. 18, I think. Yeah, 18. Angle like this. You get this at the right angle. Get that bolt at the top there. You can get an impact on this and zip it off. Of course, one-handed ain't gonna help, but let me see. There you go, see? Just like that. And just rotate the engine and do the rest the same way. And then the famous one back here, I can get to with the extension, so it should be fine. Hopefully I'll need a swivel. We'll see. Let's see now. Yep, there she goes. There's a bell housing bolt there. Now I gotta do this bracket here for the transmission. Okay. Let me lower it down And well, let me take these off real quick. And I'll lower it down. Extender for that one too. Yep, of course that's in the way. That's broken. Very nice. Let's go ahead and unbolt that real quick. Get that hose out of the way. And I'll take it off completely. That way I don't have to worry about it snagging up on stuff. Yeah, okay. Let me try and get this hose off of here. There. 13s there. Let's get all them out. Get that on there. There we go. That's the angle I need right there. That one isn't coming off yet. So what the hell happened there? There you go. You can definitely tell it's been apart a while. Oof. That stuff don't look too good. Alright, studs are in good shape at least. Okay, start cleaning up and get it, just plug back in the pan real quick. Be dripping oil everywhere. Okay. Alright, what I gotta do is lower it now. So got cracked in 2 bolts loose, lower it, And that's it. It was what, 18, right? Yeah. Let's go ahead and that's all loose. Okay. Let's see if I can get her. There you go, she's off. Just like that. So I can go ahead and put this back up. Alright. I just gotta find that nut that fell. And I'll be set. But I don't need it right now. Have that in there. I got the engine on the stand. Now it's basically just tear all this stuff off and get her down to the block. So we got to take off all these accessories and the heads, all that good stuff, and then she will be ready to get reassembled after some cleaning. Let's get to it. Oh, I got the oil pan off, and it is surprisingly clean. That's very good. clean too. Here's what I got going on. Got a tongue cover here, all cleaned up, ready to go. And I got some Honda Bond. What I'm going to do with this is I'm not going to put on too much on the front here. I'm going to put in the areas where it needs it, because this isn't really known for leaking oil, thank God. So this is going to be just a nice, easy application for the gasket. However, for the oil pan, be using this all the way around because they are known for leaking, and I don't trust that rubber seal for much. So I'm gonna get a quick wipe down with some brake clean and put the gasket on here and start assembling this thing. First things first though, after that, I gotta get the seal out of here and put a new one in. So let's go ahead and knock that out real quick. Alright, so what we're gonna do here, pull it with my finger and just outline these passages here. Put a little bit there. All right. All right, put a little bit on here. Just seal up any imperfections on this. Put some right here, this little crease, just in case you have any issues here. Well, this little line. And same over here. Okay. Okay. Let's get some bolts in there. All right, time cover's on. Next is the oil pan. Seven, 2, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right. Let's get some of this on there. Okay. Get those all cleaned up. Just a little drop of this to keep them in place. Don't have to worry about them. Okay. They're all 13s. Okay. So what I'm going to do is probably layer this in Honda on both. These will be around here and here. And then I'll put on the top side over here. Hopefully that keeps this thing together. So that's what I'm going to do. There she is. Let's go ahead and pop all these in here. Alright, so I decided not to use these little O-rings that came with the kit. They're just not what I want. So anyway, that's my stomp point for today. I'll get back on this and get these heads on probably tomorrow at some point. That's it. There. Alright. Oh, fuck. Okay. Okay, same thing. Make sure that doesn't. Same thing again. I have to get the sequence, torque these.
It's clockwise in from in out, right?
Two. Three. Four. And five.
Here. That's what's for this 5.
Okay, these look, they're not too bad, but they're definitely worn. swivel. All set. Jeez. Here it is. Make sure everything touched properly. It did not. So. Okay. All right. Hopefully I got to pull the hood off this. Alright, so we got the engine fully assembled now. Everything's sealed up. All the sensors are replaced. The only one I don't have is a low oil level sensor on this oil pan. I didn't notice that that the 94 Grand Prix had that. So I'm gonna have a code or light there, but I'm not gonna worry about too much. So I'll figure out that out later down the road. But this engine is done. It's an 05 3100. It has the 3400 heads on it, the 3400 injectors with some adapters for the injectors. It's got the Bosch style alternator off of 3400, Grand Am style right here. Different brackets, a little smaller, smaller footprint than the old bracket was. I think the old one's a little longer and different kind of alternator setup. So change that out. But everything's ready to go. Map sensors on here, coil packs. I think it's some spark plugs today and wires. That's really it for this. And this is still good, but I think I might go ahead and get these donuts today too. They're cheap enough. So I'll go pick these about AutoZone real quick. So don't worry about that. Any exhaust leaks on this car. Crossover pipe's got to come off, obviously. It's not bolted down. I'm going to bolt the transmission up to it. So I'm going to get a few knickknacks here and there and go ahead and finish this thing off. And get in the car. So let's get going. Alright, so we got the engine in the cars. excuse the mess, it's just here temporarily. Engine's in the car. Got the transmission bolted up, the rear bracket's bolted up. You got to do the starter compressor. We're gonna call it quits for this minute because it's really cold and windy out, and I don't feel like working this. So I want to circle back to this tomorrow when it's a little warmer and get this thing fired up. Alright, let's turn it on. Oh yeah. That thing is nice and quiet. You can't even hear the valve train. Usually they have a like that car does. Wow.
This is exciting.
Totally worth it. All the headache be worth it. Alright, look underneath, trying to find anything like leaking out of ordinary. Anything nothing to the hit. I'll put a tire back on. Everything's good over here. Try and slap this wheel back on gently. Turn the wheel over to the left. Yeah, it's the brakes. Hopefully that wears off. If not, we'll get new brakes for it too, like rotors and pads and all that stuff, and clean the calipers up.
Okay.
It's been sitting for a while for sure. Yeah, she's it's smooth, huh?
Yeah, very.
Quiet, smooth, single exhaust Grand Prix SE. Usually LEs had the singles up, but they got rid of the LE trim level. I forgot what year. I think in '92 or something, '93. So it's SE, GT, P, and like base, I guess. I don't remember, but yeah. So this is kind of in between both. So I gotta get the AC fixed. That doesn't work. Probably just pumped up or it's leaking. I gotta get that temp sensor connected for the gauges. I might be able to tap into the wires already there though. Let's see. Reset the trip so we know how many miles we have on it with that oil. Not bad. Got a little fuel light just came on. Then you got second gear start. I'm gonna say, on second gear. So if you brake first gear, you can just turn it on. It's kind of cool. So the other Grand Prix is like the GTPs, the fully decked out ones. Here had an information center on this side.
Interesting.
Heads of display, which we could put it in this car. I could find it, but heads of display, information center was here. I can't remember what else goes in it. But yeah, had quite a few things in it.
Okay.
Let's get some fuel and hopefully them brakes clean up. Probably, like I said, it's just rust probably. I'm sitting so long. So the car is done, pretty much. I have to rewire the EGR still, because I'm using a newer style EGR, but it's no big deal if you pin the connector. I have to pull out the light bulb for a little oil light because this engine has no sensor to pan, and I really didn't notice that until after the fact, and the motor I was building was already for a different car anyway, so not a big deal. I'm not too worried about it. That's really it. I lost one of the torque mounts somehow, so I gotta find that or buy a new one. I'm not gonna put the revised ones on there now because I'm trying to keep the car pretty much original. I'm not trying to really modify this car. Besides, you know, the engine obviously is modified, but I try to keep it looking stock with the 3100 plenum, even though it has a 3400 heads and injectors in it. But it runs really well. I'm really happy with this. I wish I had the dual exhaust like the earlier SEs did, but it has a single, which is fine. If I could find that trim piece that has the cutouts for the duals, and I find an SE with the exhaust around there, I'll slap it on. But honestly, I don't think I will find that. So in the meantime, this is what it's going to stay as. But yeah, I'm really happy with it. The car itself is very clean inside. It smells really nice. You can see here, it's looking good. That radio's coming out. I have the stock radio right here. I'm going to toss back in this so it looks all original, because this is what's in it right now, and yeah, this is a piece of shit. Other than that, yeah, headliner's in good shape. It's all really good. The car was garage kept. I do have confirmation for that. I know it may sound crazy, but it was an old lady's car. Her family had taken her license away because she couldn't drive no more. So they sold the car to a dealership, and then a gentleman in Long Island picked it up for his son. And his son ruined the engine somehow. So then the guy took it to a shop. They rebuilt the engine, or whatever the hell they did to it, but it was so messed up. I didn't want to try to fix it. I mean, it had bent push rods, broken valves, but everything replaced. The power steering pump's new. All the sensors were new. Like, they really went through it, but I guess the mechanic didn't know what he was doing. But yeah, this is a missing mount I gotta find. I don't know how I lost it, but I did. So I'm gonna put that one here. They're in really good shape. Rubber's soft. I gotta put the windshield washer fluid original back in. I forgot that part. But other than that, yeah, see, it runs really well. I'm really happy with it. I mean, you can't, listen to this motor. That block has 200,000 miles on it. And you can't even hear it. I mean, it sounds amazing. It has new lifters in it. The heads are just clean, not reworked. Like, we just cleaned the heads. We didn't like lap the valves and all that stuff. I wasn't really trying to make a big build here. I just want to kind of just have it running normal. So it's pretty much a 2005 Buick Century 3100 block with a 2005 Grand Am heads and intake manifold, and then the 05 Century plenum. So it still says 3100 and kind of looks period correct a little bit. Besides being a revised engine manifolds, it still kind of looks original, you know. I wanted this set up because it was actually for my 95 Grand Prix that I was working on, but then I put in this instead. So that's why that combination happened. But other than that, yeah, I mean, this is good. I gotta check the coolant later. I'm letting it idle and, you know, cycle through the heating and cooling down phases. So make sure no air's in the system, and I'll go ahead and pop this again and where air's left over. So far, there's no air. I mean, it's been pretty good. I did put a 180 thermostat in there, and I think that's really the only mod I have going on with that. I gotta get this cable here looking a little better. This thing's like really in my way. I don't like how it looks. And I really don't know what to say besides that. I hope you all enjoy this video series. It's kind of long, I know, but if you got this far in it, then thanks for watching. Do appreciate it. And yeah, the next build we are doing, where is that car? It's right there. Just so you guys are up to date what's going on. This is the 05 COM-G. It looks horrible right now. Don't mind it. It's gonna look great when we're done. This is the car I had in Florida for so long, since 2020. Yeah, since 2020. This is a car we had in Florida, and then it died in 22 or something. I can't remember. Yeah, April 22 it died. So again, a new rebuilt motor. Transmission's fine, so we're keeping the transmission. I'm gonna put the factory wheels back on it, the hood and everything else. And this is gonna be my son's car for his 16th birthday. I gotta replace the windshield and a few other things in it, but other than that, that's just his car. And then after that, I think I have to do this one here. This one, the engine runs fine, but we're gonna pull it out because the transmission's bad. Rebuild the motor and put a new transmission in it. I'm gonna order one for this car. I don't feel like really. I was gonna use a GT transmission to have a bunch laying around, but I don't really feel like guessing which one's which and dealing with all the tuning. So I'm just gonna get a stock 02 transmission for this, call it a day, and just put a shift kit in and send it. So anyway, yes, I have a lot of vehicles here. They're not all projects, most of them are, but little by little, we will get to them. This one's going to be getting a 3.4 LQ1 engine, which is in that car right there, but not that motor. We're going to pull that motor out and use that harness and transmission for that car. They're the same exact year, they're both 93s. So that car's going to be a parts car now, unfortunately. It's just, there's too much to do to it. It's kind of far, you know, too far gone, but it's a great shell, so I'm not going to crush it on that. I'm not going to strip it. I'm just going to pull out stuff here and there. I want to get it going eventually one day, but right now it just ain't in the plans. So anyway, thanks for watching. Again, I do appreciate the views. And for those of you who ask why not put a 3000 in here, because I don't want to. That's it. I just don't like them. That's me. So again, thank you for watching, and see you next time.